But at this time, it is now time for our main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. And it is for the P.E.W. World Championship. Eddington, are you still with us? Eddington, I know you can do better than that. Let's make some noise for our main event of the evening.
Dave.
At this time, introducing first the challenger.
He is Big Daddy Unicorn, and in 2022 he was PEW's Wrestler of the Year as voted for by the fans. He's going to face off against the man who was Wrestler of the Year in 2023. Only one of them can walk out of here with the PEW Championship of the World.
He's looking fired up, as he should be. This is a prime opportunity.
Jason Joshua, a former internet champion, but can he win the big one against a man who for over a year now has been unremovable from that perch as the world champion?
Ladies and gentlemen, the champion.
Well, it might sometimes seem as though it's impossible to dethrone Lance Revera, but bear this in mind. At Brave New World 2023, Jack Selstrom, ended a lengthy world title reign. Martin Kirby in that case, 322 days. Rivera's reign, 419. But will lightning strike twice at this event? Will the world title change hands at Brave New World 2 years in a row?
He's seen them all, he's faced them all, but most importantly, he's beaten them all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. Introducing first to my left, he is the challenger. This is Big Daddy Unicorn Jesus And ladies and gentlemen, the champion to my right, he is the show stealer, crowd pleaser, main feature, #1, Playboy Prince of professional wrestling, and your girlfriend's favorite wrestler. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the current, reigning, and defending PEW World Champion, Lance Revera.
It's the ring announcement that never ends.
Nor should it. Maybe that's why his reign's been so long.
Lance Revera, a man who's never seen a mirror, he hasn't stopped to look at. Revera with an ego the size of a planet. But unfortunately, for those of us who find him quite unpleasant, he has the talent to back it up. You do not get this far. Over a year reign, record-breaking reign, as the world champion here in PEW without being the best of the best. And we are underway in this hotly anticipated main event. Timekeeper's so excited they rang the bell twice. Joshua.
Locked into position in the early stages.
It's cautious is what it is. A cautious start. Rain, you're familiar with being in this kind of high-level match, a championship match, a main event. In this early going, you just don't want to make a mistake.
exactly. Like championship matches, there's so much at stake. You don't want to make those mistakes in such early parts of the match. I personally, every time I prepare for a championship match, I study, I know my opponent inside out, and hopefully that is what Jason Joshua has done today.
Rivera, kind of a clean break, but an aggressive pat of the chest on the way out. I think these two all know each other pretty well. They are both with P.E.W. throughout the entire duration of this company's existence, and both been right at the center of it in many ways. Rivera, obviously a long-reigning champion, as we talked about, but Joshua had so many incredible moments, and including that internet title reign. We're looking at two men who are pretty synonymous with P.E.W.
Turnabout's fair play. Looks like they have studied each other.
Either man wanting to give anything away with their facial expressions. I'm sure Rivera frustrated at how that last exchange went, but he's certainly not going to give Joshua any opportunity to think he mentally has the upper hand as he takes the leg there. There's Rivera twisting at that left ankle of the challenger. Quickly converting into a pin attempt there, but keeping Jason Joshua guessing is Lance Rivera. In he goes for the pin. Final 1 count. Joshua aware against an opponent with many tricks up his sleeve as Rivera. You don't want to allow your shoulders to be down on the canvas even for a second if you can avoid it. Rivera just riding Joshua there. Again, trying to play some mind games. Then sailing to the outside, making Joshua wait as if to say, I'm the champion, we'll do this on my time, not yours.
Champion's prerogative it is. Champion prerogative to get in the head of his opponent. Why he's been the champion for so long.
Rivera.
Jason can't get frustrated here. That's the mistake that could end up with Rivera retaining his championship. And I think that's exactly what his plan is. Trying to frustrate Jason so much into making that one mistake.
The thing is, though, it's easy for us to see, like, pretty transparently that's what Rivera's trying to do, but when you've got the adrenaline flowing, you're in the middle of the ring like Joshua is right now.
All your focus is on that fight.
And don't forget, championships can't change hands in a count out. So as long as the champ is outside the ring.
Rivera, with the ego he has, I'm sure doesn't want to lose the match by count out. He's going to get back in before the count of 10, and they're going to lock up again here. Rivera in his test of strength, being outmatched by Joshua, so Rivera takes another shortcut, stamps on the foot. Or is it aimed at you, Ren?
You better not bloody be.
Wrist lock here from Joshua. Rivera composing himself, trying to get the counter. That was a pretty emphatic denial of the counter from Joshua.
Let's talk about the strength of the challenger. On full display there.
Rivera getting cocky. That's the last thing you want to do against Big Daddy Unicorn. Joshua, on a night where we already have a new internet champion in Oscar Prospero, who has since disgraced himself, quite frankly, with his actions in the Golden Ticket Rumble. Nonetheless, will we see a second title change here at Brave New World? Headbutt from Jason Joshua. That knee right into the face of the champion. Drops him. Innovative stuff from Jason Joshua.
Picking up the pace here.
And Rivera, it's like he's on jelly legs. He's not on his legs anymore. He's down on his posterior and he landed hard on it.
Gotta hurt.
Here comes Joshua. And a Greco-Roman groin thrust from the challenger.
I've seen those painted on the sides of vases in museums across Italy.
Rivera needing a moment to
You're right.
see through.
You're right.
But don't wipe it on. Charming. Lance Rivera, who is obviously not too pleased with how this is going so far, particularly that last move from Joshua, who's in hot pursuit here of the champion. Rivera gets back into the ring. Joshua goes down low, he's going to go for the leapfrog, gets over Rivera. But Rivera is going to shove Joshua to the ropes. Joshua lost his footing there, and his throat fell over that middle rope.
See, if you're a champion of the likes of Rivera, you know how to use the ring as a weapon. Sort of discombobulated the challenger and ends up having his own momentum be what takes him out.
In a way, kick from Rivera. I wonder if this is, and I've thought this before, this is kind of the Achilles heel of Lance Rivera in some ways, is that once he gets on top, once he's able to become dominant in a match, there's that cockiness, that arrogance. Could it be hubris? Could it come back to bite him?
Crowd making their persuasions known.
Yeah, but the fact that they felt the need to start this chant here and to try and get Joshua back into it, I think is a sign of how desperate the situation is becoming for him. Rivera demanding that the crowd pipe down. But Joshua is fighting back. Joshua responding to the calls of the crowd. Rivera shoves him away. Joshua picks up the pace with a drop kick. Perfectly executed by Lance Rivera.
Bit of technical brilliance there, the height, the shape of his body on the dismount. Proving exactly why he is number one, I agree.
Rain, how important is it to have the crowd on your side when you're down and you're on the losing end of a match like this? Can it be a difference maker?
Oh, they're everything. They're the people that give you the energy, the fire, the will to carry on and not give up.
There, a moment ago there was that very arrogant pin, just one foot in the chest there of Joshua.
You've got to wonder though, as much as the will of the fans, as much as the noise from the crowd can be a boost, there's a pressure to it as well. This is a high pressure match, high stakes. If you don't deliver, you're going to let these fans down.
Rivera's going to have to break that before the count of five. Not only was he choking Joshua on the ropes, he was just digging his fingers into the face of Joshua.
Joshua hasn't looked the same since taking that high-speed crash into the middle rope.
Rivera has dictated things. The man obsessed with being in control, and he's in firm control here. Joshua going hard into that corner. And Rivera nipping up. The champion, in fine form here tonight.
To me, waste of energy. That could be the difference between him retaining his belt and him losing his belt. You can't be doing these things in such high-stake matches in my eyes.
But he's been champ that long. He knows what he's doing. He's confident. He's arrogant to some people. But that's what comes when you've been holding the belt for 400 plus days.
Exactly, and I think the longer you hold it, the more arrogant you get, which means the more lazy you get. The more you might underestimate your opponent. And I think Rivera is starting to come to that point in his title reign when he is underestimating his opponent. He is becoming sloppy and lazy and too cocky for my liking.
Maybe that is why Jason Joshua is getting back into this. He's up on the second turnbuckle. Rivera just can't get a hold of Jason Joshua, who's dodging everything the champion's trying to throw at him. Rivera sent to the ropes here, goes behind. Rivera tries again, and he takes out the leg of Jason Joshua.
Every single time it seems like Joshua's getting some steam. The champ gets it back and goes for the cover.
It might be all. He's got him good there, but Joshua still kicked out. Rivera, you can tell by the look on his face there, he thought he'd done enough. It's been a warm, late spring day. It is becoming night time here in Ettington. Darkness falling. It is darkness falling on the chances of Jason Joshua to become the world champion. Listen to these fans again.
I think it looks like it's getting in the head of the champion. He seemed so calm earlier on, encouraging calmness from the crowd as well, and suddenly these chants.
Uppercut there from Joshua. Joshua caught him.
Oh,
The champ is rattled.
Is this the opportunity? If Jason Joshua can crawl over to Lance Revera, we could have a new world champion. Revera,
Incredible!
I can see the eyes of Lance Revera. They have glazed over. Revera with no idea where he is here. Joshua has to capitalize.
Not got the energy or the strength right now to make a cover. That could have been his opportunity. That could be the open door that he needs. And it's closing with every second.
The referee is counting both men down. And if neither man can answer the count of 10, well, that's to the champion's benefit. A draw would mean Revera retains. They are both up. Look at the look of determination. Jason Joshua gritting his teeth, but Revera giving as good as he gets. Duck check time now in this main event for the World Championship. Slap, what a shot there from Revera. Jason Joshua, the man who won't be moved. Revera turned round, walked right into a slap. Handprint across the chest. They are knocking lumps out of each other right in the middle of the ring.
It's a game of anything you can do, I can do harder.
And it's Joshua who's gaining the upper hand. Revera backed into the ropes. And the champion, a move of desperation there, raking the eyes. Rivera coming back for more, but knee from Joshua. Joshua, the adrenaline flowing now. Even the cheating, let's call it what it is, of Lance Revera. Won't deny Jason Joshua at the moment. He takes down the champion. Comes off the ropes. Second turnbuckle. A senton splash.
But this is a mistake. He should be going for a cover after a move like that if he wants to win the championship.
Oh, he has other ideas. He has other ideas, and they're bad ideas if you're Lance Revera. Look at the power of Jason Joshua. Joshua went for the press slam. Revera able to escape out the back door. Revera into the corner. Joshua follows him in. Jason Joshua starting to feel it. Is there something in the air tonight in Ettington? Maybe there is. Because Revera just got crushed in the corner. Joshua hoists him up, power slams him down, looking to win the World Championship, and Revera with a tenth of a second to spare, got that left shoulder up.
That's the difference between a challenger and a champion. Finding that resolve, finding that grit to kick out after a move like that. Wow, the power.
Well, where do you go from here, Rain? If you're the challenger, you thought you'd won it. Revera kicked out. What next?
Feed off the energy. Feed off the people. Oh.
Revera able to dodge and dive. And he comes back.
Kick.
Revera, that determination of a champion, like him or not. Revera able to get those shoulders of Joshua down and kick out on two.
Hasn't let go.
Well, he's going to look for the drop dead gorgeous, and he gets it. The drop dead gorgeous from Lance Revera. He hooks the leg, looking to retain again, and no.
I mean, the champ has to be rattled. That kind of move puts people away. But when it's a moment like this, when it's an opportunity like this, and they don't come around all that often, the challenger isn't going to give up.
Joshua trying to recuperate. Lance Revera with a look of almost amusement on his face as he's trying to figure out what he's got to do. What more can he do? There is one thing left in his arsenal that he hasn't delivered yet. It's the Lady Killer. He's looking for it. It gets blocked, and there's a knee from Joshua. Joshua will try for the press slam again. This time Revera is caught. Revera, nowhere to go. Brings him down into a cutter.
But again, not going for a cover. This is the difference between a challenger and a champion.
Jason Joshua.
You aren't going to get that many opportunities.
Joshua's climbing. Joshua knows he's going to have to take a risk. Fortune favors the bold. Jason Joshua off the top. Catches him. Joshua with the pin on Revera. No!
Oh, I thought he had it.
God, how close.
It's me.
How close. Joshua looking around, wide-eyed here. Is he about to have the moment that he's dreamed of his entire PEW career?
Got the champ.
Revera moving out of the way. Gets that knee into the temple of Joshua. German suplex. And Revera going over on top, sitting down on the shoulders. And nonetheless, Jason Joshua kicked out.
These two have thrown everything at each other in the name of the PEW World Championship.
What is it going to take for either of these men to stay down for the count of 3? Again, the fans here in Ettington trying to make the difference for Jason Joshua. Lance Revera shaking his head.
Each man has had several opportunities to put their opponent away, but no one is willing to give an inch.
Battling Jason Joshua. Standing above him, and now Revera, just as Joshua went up top a minute ago, Rivera's trying to do the same, but for Rivera it's not going to work. There's a headbutt.
Very precarious position.
Joshua, elbow. And you're right, Rivera struggling to maintain his balance. He knows his world title reign might depend on him fending off Joshua, and he does it by biting him. Referee gets knocked down.
The full force of Joshua from the second rope.
Diving elbow.
And that's it. That's the cover. That's it. He's got to win.
Lance
There's
Rivera.
no ref.
Well, Rivera,
Referee.
if the referee hadn't been knocked down.
He did it to himself, man. Did it to yourself.
Yeah, Rivera can't really.
Well, it's hard to believe.
Oh no, what's he thinking?
What is he doing?
He's smirking, I don't like it.
That is a
Champion seeing an opportunity.
malevolent, evil look in the eyes of Lance Rivera.
Checking the ref.
Checking and he's kicking him.
Going to revive.
For Rivera, seeing that the referee is not going to be coming around anytime soon, I don't think. What's he doing? He's got a chair. Lance Rivera has a steel chair.
What's the champ got in mind here? I mean, he's thrown everything else at the challenger. He's going to have to keep him down somehow.
There's always been an element of Lance Rivera where you feel like he's just on the right edge of not being a total psychopath, but here we're seeing that side of him come to the floor. A shot with the steel chair right across the spine of the challenger.
The challenger ducked the initial shot, but left himself wide open, and the champ's going to take advantage.
Yeah, you see him removing the chair from the ring. Now he wants to wake up the referee. Of course he does.
That'll be it.
By any means necessary. Not like this. No, not like this. Not like this. Rivera's plan didn't work. There's no point taking it out on the referee. You tried to cheat. It didn't pay off. What are you doing? He's manhandling the referee.
Trying to wait the ref and get him into position. He's got to do it. He's got a job to do at the end of the day.
Intimidating referee Danny Mullins. This is sick. This is sick.
I mean, yeah, even for me, this is going a little bit too far.
Got a super kick. A super kick from Joshua.
Turned right into that full force kick.
The stomp from Joshua. He turns over the champion. The cover. He's got the legs hooked. And
Oh my God!
He's the new world champion. What a moment for Big Daddy Unicorn and for the PEW fans who have supported him all the way from Chapter 1 of Brave New World. 2 years later, at Chapter 3, Jason Joshua is on top of the world.
They've been singing his name all night here in the Edmonton Community Centre. This is his night.
Lance Revera, his bullying behaviour of that referee, what ultimately cost him his 419-day reign as the world champion. But there is a new king in town, and his name is Jason Joshua. Now, we've had some incredible moments in the past couple of years, but this one may be the biggest of all.
Oh, wait 1 second!
Oh my God!
It's Riley Nova!
That's Riley Nova.
No, he's not going to
He's got
his ticket.
He's got his ticket in hand. His ticket that gives him an opportunity at a championship match at any time. He's doing it!
Oh my God!
You think you can trust me? You're all morons.
He's handing the golden ticket to the ref.
Nova, he's doing it.
Cashing in his ticket!
This is genius!
This is crazy. Joshua's just been through a war with Lance Revera. Oh my, planted right on his head.
No.
And Riley Nova, no.
What a way to make a statement!
Oh my God.
And new P.E.W World Champion, Riley Nova.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I do. The air has been sucked out of this community centre, but it doesn't matter because it's under the sails of Riley Nova.
I'm going to hear from him. And I'm sure I want to hear from him.
I want you, and I want every single one of you to realise and acknowledge this was never meant for someone like you. This will never be meant for someone like you. This goes on the shoulders of champions. Listen to that, Joshua. Listen to it. There's a reason these people love you so much, Joshua. It's because you're not one of this. You're not one of me. You're one of them, and that's all you'll ever be. So you know what, Joshua? Next time I see you at P.E.W, you better buy your ticket, because you belong on that side of the ropes. And as far as I'm concerned, every time you step through these ropes, you are now trespassing on my property.
Wait 1 minute. Well, Riley Nova had promised he was going to cash in that golden ticket for the tag team titles. Brady Phillips, his tag partner, out here.
Whoa.
Phillips throwing Nova off of Joshua earlier tonight. Phillips said, from now on, they're going to do things the right way.
There's no way to speak to your new world champion.
Brady Phillips going to help Jason Joshua even after that horrendous cash in from Riley Nova. Hang on.
That golden ticket was his to do with what he
What
wanted.
is Nova doing? Looked like Riley Nova was leaving. He wasn't leaving. He struck Phillips in the back of the skull.
I mean,
Oh my God.
I can't say I saw this coming at the start of the night.
This is awful.
I'm speechless. I mean, they came in licking their wounds, losing their tag titles. They had an opportunity to get it back. It didn't go their way. But I can't say I saw this coming.
Riley Nova has snapped. Riley Nova has snapped, but he's won the world championship. Nova's not done. Nova's still not done.
Look at him. The intensity in his eyes. I've never seen this look on Riley Nova before.
I never thought in a million years I'd see this. Phillips dumped on his face just as Jason Joshua was.
I mean, you said it. This is a brand new chapter for PEW and a brand new chapter for Riley Nova.
This is something beyond anything I thought we'd ever see.
I think he's writing a whole new book.
Riley Nova with a smile on his face as he realizes the keys to the kingdom are his. He is the PEW World Champion, ruining the moment of Jason Joshua and splitting up his partnership with Brady Phillips. There is
once again your new PEW champion, Riley Nova.
You have to announce him again, Mike. Why do you've already announced him?
I guess that's just confirmation.
Ray, you've seen a lot in your time in British wrestling. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I've never seen anything like that. I'm actually speechless. They haven't heard from me for 5 minutes. I literally haven't. I can't picture what just went on. I literally just can't even cope with what went on.
It might be difficult for us to understand, but the only thing that is easy to understand is that is the new world champion.
Oh, look, this one's going to take a while to process, to put it mildly. Riley Nova, the new world champion. As we go off the air here at Brave New World, we thank you for joining us tonight in the Essendon Community Centre. But my word, this is a shocker.
That's how you want to do things. Forget it. This isn't about you. This is about me now. Get used to it, Prestige. This is my show before it's yours. Get out of my face and let me speak to my fans. PEW, you are no longer looking at the future of PEW. This is now the present of PEW. I've been here since day number 1, and I'll still be here when this place inevitably burns to the ground. This whole journey, I've been dropping dead weight and picking up gold. First Martin Kirby and tag team championships. Now, my best friend Brady Phillips with the PEW championship. You are now in a new era, the PEW. You are in the era of Riley Nova.